A story of kindness from the state of Oklahoma. After noticing that someone had been rummaging through the rubbish outside of her restaurant, Ashley Jiron decided to post a note on her dumpster saying, "To the person going through our trash for their next meal, you are a human being and worth more than a meal from a dumpster. Please come in during operating hours for a classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich, fresh veggies and water. No charge, no questions asked." Well, that message has now gone viral, and the restaurant owner Ashley has used the attention to start a crowd feeding campaign with the hashtag Share the Nuts. I'm delighted to say that she joins us here on Global. Ashley, welcome to the programme. A really heartwarming story, this one. Tell me in a little more detail why you decided to write that note.
I decided to write that note because I would want somebody to do the same for me if I were out there looking for food. So I did what my parents taught me to do, and to invite somebody to my table and to feed them.
Am I right in saying that part of what drove you to it also was that you'd been through some pretty tough economic times yourself?
I definitely have. As a single parent of two children and trying to go to school and trying to create something for my daughters, I had to be on our state assistance. And sometimes at the end of the month, there just wasn't enough money on the food stamps to last. So we had to buy a loaf of bread or peanut butter and jelly and a box of macaroni and cheese and live off of that for a week and a half. And that's probably why I decided to open the peanut butter and jelly restaurant too.
So look, you left this note. Did the person actually come in for that meal?
Out of respect for that person and my heart for that person, I would never say whether that specific person came in or not, but through the generosity of everyone who has been following the story and supporting, we are now able to feed a few hundred people, which is amazing.
Well,
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, it's quite something to have translated just from a single note, it going viral, and actually now helping hundreds of people. I mean, this hashtag, this crowd feeding, tell me more about it, because people can actually pay for a meal and then someone can come in later who might need it and pick it up. Is that right?
Yes, if somebody cannot afford their meal at that time, they just come in and take a tag off the wall, and they use that as their form of payment because everyone else has paid for their meal. And the funds that are not used at the end of the month, we're actually going to use that to mass feed the homeless population here in our area, and hopefully grow on to even further, and hopefully it will spill out into other states and countries. It'd be so amazing.